Hello, in this video we will talk about Bayes formula and present one example. So first we will see this is the Bayes formula. So Bayes formula is to model the probability which based on additional information. So this is the probability for one event BI. So we call this is the prior probability. But if we have additional information or evidence like called A, then we can get the posterior probability of BI given A is occurred. So in numerator we call this is a total probability. So total probability is equal to unconditional probability of A. So because for different kinds of events for the B, so we have BI, BJ, BI1, BJ2 like this. So we have to plus together for all probability of B times the conditional probability of A given BJ. Then we times this and make a summation. So this is the unconditional probability of A. So this is the denominator. So in the numerator is only BI part of this probability times the conditional probability of A given BI. So this division will get the posterior of probability of BI given A. So next we will show example about the criminal, because in the case of sentence and criminal, there is a very typical application of the conditional probability and for the Bayes formula. Because for the criminal, we have usually prior probability of he is guilty or not. But during the investigation, we may have additional information, so which will in favor of the person is guilty or not. Then we can get the posterior or update the probability of he is guilty or not. So in this example, we have prior probability such the inspector will in charge 60% of a person is guilty. Then we have additional information that we know the criminal has some certain characteristic, such as left-handed, baldness, or blonde hair like this. And if this person belongs to this category, so we know we may give information that somebody have told the justice that criminal has such kind of characteristic, and this person also belongs to this characteristic. So this is this information. And if we know that for the population, there are only 20% of people having this kind of characteristic. So now we will ask if this suspect among this group, characteristic group, so what is the probability of guilt now, right? So we have prior information, prior probability of this person, 60% of the chance is guilty. And for total population, only 20% of the people have these kinds of characteristic. And we know the criminal has this kind of characteristic and this person belongs to this group, this characteristic. So now we will calculate the posterior probability of he is guilty. So we use Bayes formula. We want to calculate probability of guilty given C. So C means the characteristic. So this person has such kinds of characteristic. So probability of G given C, because we know he has such kind of characteristic, right? So probability of G given C equals probability of GC divided by PC. So this is the Bayes formula, right? This is unconditional probability of PC. So how to calculate the numerator? The numerator is probability of G times probability of GC. So here PG is the prior probability that he is guilty, right? 0.6. So if he is guilty, and what's the conditional probability of C given G? This is 1. So because we know the criminal has such kind of characteristic, right? So this conditional probability is 1. So PCG is 0.6. So next step is we have to calculate the probability of C. So PC is unconditional probability of characteristic, right, in the population. So PC, we can summation 2 parts. One is PG times PCG. Another is PGC. So this is this probability is the complement of PG, which equals 1 minus PG, right? So if this person is not guilty, then what is the probability of he has this characteristic given he is not guilty? So this is equal to 0.4 is this one, right? Because we have prior information that he is 60% of the chance is guilty. So the probability of he is not guilty is 0.4. Then if he is not guilty, then what's the probability of he has this characteristic? So it's 0.2, right? So times together, then plus the first part we have calculated in the previous page. So total for the probability PC is 0.68. Right? So next we just divided these two equals the numerator divided by the denominator 0.68. So 0.60 is 0.882. So this means we have got additional information that this person has such kind of characteristic, and actually the criminal has such kind of characteristic. So we get posterior probability that he is guilty of 0.882 of the chance. So about 88% certain that the person is guilty. So you can see now the probability is larger than the prior probability, which is 62, because we have got additional information, right? So we have also a website for R and Python training, particularly using R for the statistics and Python for the beginning course, for the fundamental course, and R also has fundamental course if you are interested on weekend online course. Thanks for watching.